Hello and happy Monday from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. Okay, it's March, but I'm not mad. Are you? My goodness, this cliche-orama. Got to give credit to my wife, BB. She's all over it. So yes, we did watch a few minutes of the NCAA men's basketball tournament selection show. And Joe just immediately said, it's a cliche-orama. You could have just re-racked last year's show, or the one the year before that, or from 20 years ago. But goodness, now we get to look forward to 3 weeks of the insufferable Jay Bilas, the tragically hip and hopelessly cool Jay Bilas, also known as Jay Bilas. All right, so we got Gonzaga, we got Arizona, we got Mendiola's Jayhawks, and we got Baylor. They nasty. I'll tell you a team I do like though. I've seen them play several times. Nobody plays harder than the Houston Cougars. So that's that. As you can see, I am wearing my UIW Cardinals shirt today because I'm a proud alum. And how about the Cardinals women's team who have made it to their NCAA tournament? That's really cool. Okay. Free agency frenzy in the NFL, also known as Cowboy Chaos. But first, BB was really on her game yesterday. So we're sitting around watching TV and she's scrolling down the phone. All of a sudden she shrieks, Brady's coming back to the Bucs. I don't know if I'm surprised or not. I do know this. Don't overthink this. This is not anything other than what it appears to be. He felt pressure to retire, both culturally and from a family standpoint. And then he kind of gave up football for Lent, for 40 days. And then he just discovered, I love football. I can still play. I can still play at an extremely high level. And I still play for a really good team if I want to. So I don't begrudge him this at all, and I don't think this is about him being thirsty for publicity or anything like that. As a matter of fact, if I had to right now, I would make the Bucs the favorites in the NFC for next season. As for the Cowboys, all this chaos, clearing cap space, the receiver core is changing. All I can say is going to be a lot of pressure on CeeDee Lamb, and yes, the Cowboys will take a receiver at least in the draft coming up in April. How about Max Crosby re-signing with the Raiders? You look at where his life was 2 years ago and where it is now. Man, that's the human spirit. I'm happy for you. I do not understand what the Vikings are doing with Kirk Cousins other than kicking the can down the road, but I do get the Falcons hanging on to Matt Ryan and clearing about $12 million in cap space in the process. Okay, here's the deal. There is no question that Vladimir Putin is dealing death and destruction and that he is guilty of crimes against humankind. But there's no doubt about this either. He is getting desperate. And the reason he's getting desperate is because he is in many ways getting his ass kicked. This is a big development right now with Russia supposedly or reportedly asking China for both military and economic help. That's a big deal because that reflects desperation on Putin's part. Now understand this. This kind of loose alliance between Russia and China is clearly one of convenience, and convenience for China. Okay, that's not an equal relationship. They really don't like the Russians that much. They will use them when they can, and that may happen this time. So China may say something about some loose economic aid that doesn't mean anything, but they're not getting involved militarily. They're not, because modern China is all about doing business, and Russia is bad for business. It's dark right now. It may be about to get better. Sucks to be you, Vlad. We're radically rational.